What's good? It's your boy Kii-Bill. Today I'm gonna be answering questions that you guys asked. I don't have time to go to an interview or anything like that, so I'm gonna do it right now. If I do an interview, yeah, I'll probably dive more into it. For now, I'm just gonna answer questions that you guys asked. So yeah, let me double check the questions and let's get into it. Can't wait for the new music. Where have you been? Kii-Bill, where have you been? Yeah, that's a very long answer, but yeah, it's just been personal things going on for a very long time now, for years actually. Yeah, there was specific things that have been going on that were kind of stopping me from putting out music or recording or yeah, just too many problems, man. Too many problems in terms of like producer wise, engineer wise, health wise. But yeah, it was kind of stopping me from like being consistent, or that's why I would drop one song here, drop one song there, one video per year. I was averaging like 2 videos per year, bro. Imagine two. Nah, that's crazy. People actually thought I'm not taking this rap thing serious. I didn't even have time to I'm actually talking fast now because I don't wanna make this video an hour, so you'll probably hear the full story another day. But yeah, yeah, I'm here now. The pre-save is out. Link in the description. Link, yeah, you'll find the link somewhere. Yeah, but I'm back now. Yeah, this is where I am right now. Let's not talk about where have I been. Let's talk about where I am right now. And yeah, the music is coming soon. I know you guys have been waiting. I think I'm gonna be a lot more consistent now.
Hey, it's not make sure. It's true. It's not make.
But yeah, I'll explain that story when I have time. Because I'm gonna just talk a lot if I have to explain it now. But yeah, are we getting any music videos? That's for sure. We are getting music videos. I didn't plan the other ones as yet. For now, we do have a music video for my zone. Yeah, I think the rest is just like visualizers. It's not really a music video. Yeah, we just have for my zone. So in terms of getting or making more music videos, we're just gonna see which songs have the most impact in terms of yeah, we're just gonna see which songs are the best, and then yeah, we'll choose from there. We'll see according to people's reactions to the songs. We'll see how we're gonna decide which song needs a music video. But I feel like we could still decide now, but it needs a lot of planning. Some of these songs are long. Okay, not some. One song is long. That one's gonna need a whole lot of planning. So yeah, just time. And I don't want to put out basic stuff. I don't want to put out basic stuff. I mean, cool. There were times last year where we just had to work with what we had, but just because we were rushing, I felt like yeah. Bear in mind, this whole project was done last year, July. This project is not even finished, bro. Okay, it's finished, but we didn't finish it. We stopped recording halfway. So, yeah, I think we stopped in last year, July. Yeah, we started recording. I think we recorded this for 3 months, but in those 3 months, we were only recording it during the weekends. So it was let me just say 20 something days that we recorded this project, bro. Literally 20 something days. Some weekends we only recorded once, or but yeah, it wasn't a finished project.
What? What?
Specific things happened, Mr. Producer, engineer, he had to move out, and then I felt like things were not going to be the same in terms of the whole recording process, the vibe. I don't like working with a producer that's not present within the session. It's kind of hard, but yeah, we just put together the songs we had and said, okay, you know what, let's work with what we have. So yeah, I feel like last year in terms of visuals, we had a vision for it, but I feel like we were rushing it too much, like too fast. So we decided, okay, you know what, let's work with what we have. Let's do this and that, make it simple, dope but simple. But I feel like now I'm gonna take it too serious in terms of visuals, because I wanna be that guy that look at it and be like, yo, like this guy has the best visuals in the country type of thing, you know. Yeah, but yeah, let's go to the next question. But yeah, what is the other question? If I wasn't making, yeah, if you weren't making music, what do you think you'd be doing right now? Or what other passion would you be chasing? I do not know.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Honestly, I don't know. I've been changing. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I do a lot of stuff. I don't want to be mentioning it now, cause yeah, but I do a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'd be focusing on. I don't know, but I feel like music. At some point, you know, I did come to this realization as to like, am I doing music for the money or am I doing it because I love it, you know? And I've noticed that, well, yeah, it took me some time to realize that, yeah, of course it's for the money, you know, but when the money comes, like, what's gonna be happening, you know? Like, are you gonna continue doing music? You know, I always had that thought, you know, always crosses my mind. But yeah, I feel like I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for the music, you know. But I feel like I love it too much. I don't think I'll let it go, even if I have to make a lot of money. You know, I'm gonna do it for the love of it. You know, at the end of the day, it's like a hobby. Like, you know, you have to keep your mind busy at times, you know, and keep yourself happy. I feel like I'm a lot happier when I'm making music, you know. So yeah, I don't know what I'd be doing if it wasn't for the music. Actually, I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. I honestly do not know. Next question. Next question. What's your favorite song on the project? Favorite song on the project. It changes actually. It changes. Some days it could be this track, some days, and it also depends on the what I'm listening to. Yeah, it depends on the device I'm using to listen. For example, if I'm using like earphones, there's specific songs that are kind of like, you know, I feel like this whole project actually needs to be listened on earphones, and there's a specific time you need to listen to it.
Am I scared? Nah. I'm scared.
I would recommend you listening to this project at night when it's quiet, like no disturbance, just peace and quiet with your earphones, AirPods, whatever, you know. I feel like you're gonna feel it a lot more. I feel like when I listened to it, I felt it a lot more at night with my earphones, and the message behind the whole project. Yeah, you will feel it a lot more. I feel like if you're gonna be just doing it during the day while it's noisy outside, you're playing it on speakers, you're cleaning, you're not gonna feel it, you know. I think for your second listen, third listen, cool, you could do that. But first listen, you have to sit down and, like, you know, I feel like, yeah, nighttime is cool. Or if it's daytime, make sure it's very quiet. Make sure you're sitting down. I feel like it pushes you to get into your feelings a lot more when it's at night, you know, because at night you just, I don't know, it's just something special about the nighttime. But yeah, listen to it at night, please. If you've seen this video, listen to this project at night. It's gonna be coming out on a Sunday, the AMs. So that's still cool. You can listen to it like that time. Otherwise, late Sunday is still cool. But it's up to you, however you want to listen to it. Yeah, just see. But my favorite song, if I have to choose one song, it's hard. But I'll go with "Rolling" featuring Terran. Yeah. Thing is, like yeah, like if I'm playing that song on speakers, I don't really feel it as much. But when I'm listening to it on earphones, it's so crazy, it's so deep. It just like it, it gives you,
Oh my God! Wow!
like, I don't know, man. There's just something about it. But yeah, if it's not that, it's probably my zone. Oh geez. But yeah, the intro was actually my favorite song for a long time. Like the whole time, the intro was my favorite song. I don't know how it changed, but I still love that song a lot. It's one of the first songs I made. I think, yeah, I think we recorded. That was the second song we recorded actually. After, yeah. But yeah, I would love to explain to you the whole process of, like the whole story, whatever. But that will be for something else. Yeah, for now it's just based on your questions, and I'm trying to keep it a little bit short. I don't want to make this a very long video. So yeah, let's go to the other question. What's the other question? I'm trying to see. What inspired the themes or stories in your latest tracks? I would say pain. Yeah, I would say pain. I feel like this whole project was about pain. Or I feel like, yeah, pain is what inspired it. If it wasn't for the pain, even when you listen to some of the songs, you would get an idea of, what it's about. But there is a message behind the whole project. Even in the vibey songs. I think there's one vibey song or trap song that doesn't really, it's just like a vibey song. But other songs do have a message. Not that it's been happening currently, but most of this, like, I normally take stories or whatever happened in my life, even if it happened like a few years ago, and I put it into a song right now because I feel like it could still play a part in terms of telling a story. I don't want to let that go to waste. I know people are experiencing it. So obviously you could relate to the same thing. But pain is what inspired this whole thing. It's if you're expecting a whole trappy whatever, like even this whole new, it's a whole new sound for me actually. It's my first time actually working with Beyond Satra. I've known him for a long time now, but this is oh sorry, my bad. This is the first time we actually worked on something. I've always been present while he's working with my other homies, but we never got time to work on our own project together. So this was the first time. I told him that I'm trying to, come out of my comfort zone and try something new, something that I couldn't do before because I didn't have a producer or engineer that, understood what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm still looking for more ideas that I have in mind, but I think this was my first time trying it out, and and I'm kind of impressed with what we did. I feel like we would have done a lot more if, we continued recording the whole project. I mean, the plan was for us to record at least 30 songs. I think we only recorded like 14. I feel like we would have done more actually. If we only submitting it now, I feel like we would have done more. But yeah, I think everything happens for a reason. Maybe there's a reason why we didn't drop it last year. Things would have just been rushed. I don't think it would have had proper planning. Yeah. But yeah, if I were to answer that question, it's pain. Other question, how's your mental health? Mental health, yeah, I could say I'm doing good. Been a lot of progress. Yeah, I'm just happy the project is coming out. Yeah, and yeah, I'm just happy the delay is over. We were supposed to release this last year, but yeah, everybody had their own type of delay. Yeah, everybody had a delay. Everybody that played their part had a delay. But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad that the delay happened. I feel like it was gonna be too rushed. But yeah, we finally here. But back to that question, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, bro. Thanks for asking. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to talk too much about that, and yeah, but when the time is right, I'll talk more about it, when I'm more comfortable to talk about it, then yeah, we'll talk about it. But for now, I'm just happy the delay is done. I'm happy that the music is coming out. We're gonna have more music coming out for sure. But yeah, we'll see what Guan. We'll see what Guan. Why Santa Claus? Why Santa Claus? I think it all started with a line, with a bar, actually. It was the time I was rapping, and I think I made a line about I'm Santa with the raps, something like that. It was a long time ago. So I think that whole rapping thingy, Santa with the raps, it all like, yeah, since that time I've been like stuck to it, since a long time ago. And people don't even know the reason why, but yeah, I think now they know the reason why, it has to do with the raps. So I just said, you know what, let me just stick to that theme and just be Santa, I think everybody or artist that kind of has a theme, everybody has a theme. Mine is just gonna be Santa, So it makes sense because, even when I drop something, it's like a present to you, You either don't like the present or you like the present, or it's something you've been wishing for, So yeah, I'm hoping this project is something that could, relate to you a lot. But yeah, it makes sense at the end of the day,
Stop it. Get some help.
And I feel like I'm gonna be changing themes, actually. I'm not gonna stick to Santa alone. I feel like each project is gonna have its own type of theme behind it. Depending on the topic or, but with Santa, even with this one, like when I played it to one of my homies, he told me that, yo, bro, this doesn't sound like a Santa project, because I feel like a lot of the other projects that are called Santa, it has a specific sound behind it. And with this one, it kind of sounded different, There's projects I didn't release before, actually, because of, like I said, I'm not going to talk about that now, the problems or whatever, but there was a project, I had a specific name for that project, I didn't release it. It was a long time ago, I think it was 2021, yeah. So when my homie heard this project now, he was like, nah, man, this doesn't sound like a Santa type of project. It sounds like the name of the other one. It sounds like a part 2 of the other one. So since I didn't release that one, I felt like it wasn't gonna make sense naming it that. So I was like, let me just leave it aside and let me just stick to the Santa. Although, like, it doesn't really, because like I said, it's about the raps, Santa raps. In this project, I didn't even rap like that as much. I was rapping, but it wasn't rap, like, you get what I mean? Like, it was very different, very melodic. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, that's why it's the whole Santa, And actually, there's a lot of questions here. I don't want to go through all of them. I'm just going to answer a few. Which artist inspire you the most? That's a crazy question. Because now it's a lot of artists that inspire me the most, actually. Yeah, there are a lot. If I were to say the person that inspired this project, if I have to name one artist, I would say Tory Lanez. Yeah, he inspired the whole project. I feel like I've been listening to Tory for a very long time, but I like I said, I never got a chance to, like, go in my bag, with whatever sound I want to kind of do. So yeah, after I listened, like I was listening to him a lot, like last year. So I was like, okay, alright, cool. And then yeah, he inspired the whole thing, from the, yeah, like I was just learning a lot from him. And yeah, but besides that, if it has to come to, like, who inspires me the most or who inspired me the most, I would say it's like my homies, which are artists. whether like I've been getting better and improving because of homies, you know. I mean, yeah, shout out to Jeff.
Public service announcement. Y'all gotta stop spelling my name wrong. So, y'all gotta stop spelling my name wrong.
You know, he's doing his thing. You know, that whole like his whole come up is an inspiration because I've seen him since way back. Like, you know, and just watching it happen in front of me is an inspiration. You know, Joey.
For real, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, man. And I would absolutely love to like write a track with you, bro. And I would absolutely like love that, bro. Because
Yeah,
I
man.
think you're very talented, bro. Like you're very talented, especially when it comes to lyrics, bro. Like you blow me, man. Honestly.
You know, like yeah, the only reason why I've been improving is because of the homies, you know, and because if they doing better, it just pushes me to do better, you know. It's like, okay, nah, I gotta, you know, I gotta push. If I were to say my inspiration, it gotta be my homies, for sure. When it comes to the music, yeah, for sure. I only started realizing that like not long ago. I was like, damn, like, you know, I know I look up to bigger artists here and there, you know, like this artist inspires me in terms of like visually. Visually, it's obviously Tyler and ASAP, but when I look deep into it, I'm like, okay, you know, what's my biggest inspiration behind everything? And yeah, when I turn to my homies, or whether it's my homies that are doing better than me, it gives me that inspiration to be like, damn, you know, like, yeah, you can actually like, you know, do this or get better at this, or, you know. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The next one, do you have goals for Sansa again? If so, what are they? I do have goals for this project. I had bigger goals, actually. I had bigger goals. I just wish we completed it, you know, how I wanted it to be. Yeah, because at some point it got to me that, you know, it's an unfinished project that we just had to be like, okay, you know what, let's just put these songs together and, you know, let's see if it actually works out, you know. So I had a lot of, thing is, the songs are good, but there's some songs where I know I could have like done a lot more. Like I could have made this project, I could have made this project like, I don't know, but some people might rate it, you know, a high number, but I could have made it higher than that, you know, and I know I could have done that, but yeah. As for now, wait, I even forgot the question. I'm hungry.
Don't provoke me to anger, or else you'll be in danger.
I feel like this project is gonna do a lot for me, especially if I push it the correct way, you know. I feel like it's good enough. I feel like I have like songs that are good enough to like, you know, take me up there. But I at least want to get enough motion from this project. Like it has to give me some motion, you know. That's all I want right now. It's just motion. I have a specific target I want to hit in terms of like, you know, streams, or, you know, which I'm going to keep to myself. But yeah. Yeah, my goals for this project is just to make sure I get enough numbers, make sure it actually puts me up there, you know. I feel like, yeah, since I've had a lot of time wasted, I feel like this one is good enough to get me up there. So I'm gonna just do what I gotta do and get myself up there, you know. I feel like it's gonna be a good push. I believe in it, actually. I truly believe in it. But yeah, I'm just excited for what's gonna come after this, you know. I feel like, yeah, I got too much in me that needs to come out, you know, that we didn't do back then. So yeah.
Oh man, you're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining.
We will see. We will see. Okay, next question. Why didn't you feature me? Nah, man, it's no big deal, bro. It's no big deal. When I make music, I don't look for features like that, you know. When I make songs, I just create them and finish them. I don't focus on features. Like this project wasn't even gonna have features. Like literally, I don't know. I just don't look for features like that, you know. Only at the end, because I feel like I don't make a song and be like, nah.
Don't lie. You see, don't lie on the public platform.
Okay, I do. Sometimes there will be a song where I'm like, okay, I know this person would fit on this song perfect, you know. But most of the time, it's like I just record, and then yeah, if I'm gonna get a feature, you know who I'm gonna put on the feature, bro. Like if you check my catalog, you would see the names that are there, you know. So it's not a lot of people. So yeah, it's not a big deal in terms of features. It's not a big deal. I just like making music, and then, you know, I'll decide afterwards if, like, you know, okay, maybe this song needs a feature, or, you know. That's why with the female vocalists, it's my first time doing it now, so I kind of had that imagination to be like, okay, you know what, let me just try and get a vocalist for this, get a backup there, or, you know. But most of the time, I don't really focus on features like that. It's just, yeah. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. I just hope that you guys can listen to the project. It's gonna be, yeah, like, trust me, this one is not gonna disappoint you. It's gonna be one for the books. I just gotta push it as far as I can, you know. And yeah, just to all the other artists out there, just, you know, be consistent, you know, push your things. For me, I have my reasons why I couldn't do as much, you know. But now that I have the ability to do so, yeah, I don't think anything is gonna stop me right now. Yeah, you could expect, yeah, for now you're just gonna expect visuals, probably a new project in the next coming months. I don't know, maybe December, maybe January, maybe February, I do not know. But yeah, soon. Otherwise, I don't want to keep this video too long. I'm gonna end it right now. Hope you guys enjoy the project. It's coming out on the 6th of September. Make sure you stream it. Remember, I told you, nighttime is the correct time, but yeah, it doesn't matter how you're gonna listen to it. It's up to you. And then yeah, it's up to you. And yeah, let's get this, bro. I feel like 2026, 27 is the year, you know. But yeah, once again, shout out to everybody that played their part in the project. Shout out to everybody showing love. Shout out for everybody sharing the stuff. Yeah, I see big things happening for sure. Yeah, till next time.